Peace, peace. What's going on? What is going on? I am Johnny Prince, and you are now tuned in to the Be Clear Alert podcast. Let's be very, very clear on that. Once again, you are now tuned in to the Be Clear Alert podcast, where we focus on the entrepreneur and the indie artist. Yes, who are they? Why they're wise? All of that kind of good stuff. First of all, I want to thank each and every one of y'all for the love and support you've been showing. Thank y'all so much for all of the shares, all of the likes, all of the comments, all the participation. Thank you so much, man. I really appreciate that. This thing here is growing organically, and I love it. My goal is to bring authenticity to you by bringing authentic people up here. I just don't want anybody up here. I want there's people that I'm bringing that are of stature and doing their thing, and can provide great insight on just life, on just them and whatever they got going on. So, once again, thank you so much. Please make sure you follow Be Clear Alert podcast everywhere except Facebook. I'm not on Facebook. I am on Twitter, YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. All right. So again, that's Be Clear Alert podcast. And please, if you're watching this right now, share. Share with everybody. You can tell them Johnny Prince is on his new podcast. You heard his new podcast, Be Clear Alert? Yeah, he's on. He got another guest on, and I'm pretty sure they're super dope because I'm only bringing the dopeness here. So once again, thank y'all for the love and support. Today is very, very unique. Very, very unique. Very unique, y'all. I got a sister here, Queen here. Let's be very clear on that. She goes by the name of Nubia, Soul Goddess. Again, Nubia, Soul Goddess. Super dope artist. We're going to get into what she got going on. I've met her a few years ago, and man, I am telling you, if y'all don't know this sister, y'all going to know her today. If you don't know her music, y'all going to find out today. Listen, Nubia, Soul Goddess, a force to be reckoned with. Super dope. Energy is amazing. Insight on 1,000. I mean, come on now. It can't get no better than that. Let me read. Her short bio right quick. I just want to give y'all an insight of what she got going on right now. Okay. International electro soul music artist Nubia brings an orgasmic flow of melodies with medicinal sass. Her raw emotions and velvet rhythmic textures of sounds is the musical magic the world has been missing. Definitely. Soul isn't what she sings, soul is what she is. Let's be very clear on that, please. Let me read that again. Soul isn't what she sings, soul is what she is. So I'm dealing with a person who knows exactly who she. You see what I'm talking about? Okay, all right. Nubia has also performed at some of the most popular and famous venues and events in Florida, Georgia, Alabama, North Carolina, D.C., Maryland. The local peach, Angie Stone's Neo Soul Brunch with celebrity chef Nick and Chick Chef. So much more. Single 23 television. She's been featured and interviewed on more than 24 radio stations and podcasts. Yes, you're going to add this one to the list. Including having music aired on the Cheryl Underwood Show, 89.3 FM Atlanta, 106.5 radio in Spain, KCSB FM Santa Barbara, Wigwam Radio in London, Stage Door Podcast in London, and more. She has been featured in over a dozen digital and print publications, including Creative Loafing, We Are Beyond Noise, Canvas Rebel, Voyage Atlanta, Pride Magazine, and more. Y'all, help me. Help me. Help me. Bringing this super dope queen here. Miss Nubia, Soul Goddess, y'all. What's going on,
Oh,
Queen? How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
uh,
I actually, some of those things. Like,
I could imagine as you was hearing, you was like, "Oh, I forgot I did that." Oh, okay. Yeah, girl, you've been working. I'm like, wow, girl, you've been working. I see you out
I'm
there.
trying. I'm
Yeah,
trying.
that is what's up. That is what. First of all, how are you doing, sis? It's been a long time since I've seen you. How you doing?
I'm doing amazingly good. Like, I really cannot complain. I
That is
kind of
what's
been
up.
in vacation mode for the last few months, so I can't complain.
Okay, so you were in Atlanta, right? And you moved out to, excuse me, Utah.
I did.
You did.
I did.
When was that?
That was in September. I left Atlanta September.
Oh, okay. So that's why you say you was on vacation for a few months. Okay, okay. So how was that? How was that journey so far? How was out there so far for you?
I love it. It's
Yeah.
beautiful out. It's been snowing. This is our second snow since I've
Okay.
been here.
Hmm.
The first one was like a light dusting,
Hmm.
but this one I think we probably got about 5 inches overnight.
Oh wow. Okay. Is this your
So
first time out there in out west?
yeah,
Wow. Wow.
here team and nobody, knows
Hmm.
me. I thought nobody knew me,
Hmm.
but when I started going different places and
Yeah.
introducing, and some people was like, "Wait a minute, I've heard of you," and I'm like, "Really?"
Wow. That's what's up. That is what's up. What were you expecting when you got out there?
I don't know. I wasn't expecting anything
Hmm.
except for whatever I needed.
Mm.
And so far, I've gotten pretty much everything that I've needed.
That
So
is what's up.
can't complain.
That is what's up. That is what's up. Okay. Well, N- Nubia's Soul Goddess, y'all. She is here with us, and I'm excited. And the first question I want to ask is, who is Nubia's Soul Goddess?
Nubia, Nubia, so goddess,
Mm-hmm.
G for grown and sexy. No,
Okay.
I am a mother. I am a daughter. I've been a wife. I'm a lover. I'm a fighter. I'm a survivor. I am a creative, an artist, musically and artistically. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I am a Amazon best-selling book author.
Okay.
I am a trademark publisher.
Okay.
Um, I'm a spiritualist.
Mm.
I am, oh gosh, so many different things.
Mm-hmm.
I am whatever is needed to be for individuals at any given point in time.
Mm. Okay. Okay. Wow, that's amazing. Amazing. Spiritualist.
Mhm.
Spiritualist. Is that something you've known you've been pretty much your whole life, or is that something you've grown into?
Uh, as a kid, I would give my mother these oh shit moments
Mm-hmm.
because I had a knowledge that was beyond my age.
Mm.
I had no problem talking with older people,
Mm-hmm.
elder people,
Mm-hmm.
um, seeing things that at the time my mom couldn't. She couldn't see. She couldn't connect with that. So
Mm.
a lot of things would be okay. Just pray about it.
Mhm.
But I think a lot of us grew up a certain way because our parents trained us that way.
Mhm.
But life and your destiny calls you to be something else,
That's
whatever
right.
you're. And I got a whiff of spirituality when I was in high school,
Mm-hmm.
thanks to a great world history teacher,
Mm-hmm.
Benford. If she's still alive out there, hats off to you. You did
Wow.
an amazing. Um, but ultimately, I made that life change
Mm-hmm.
in two
Oh, okay. What exactly happened to make you get more into spirituality?
life.
Okay. Life was lifing.
Life was life, and I was not getting the answers that I was looking for.
Mm.
And at the time, I met this guy who I
Mm.
ended up marrying.
Mm.
He introduced me to Nubianism,
Okay.
Egyptology. So I was in that for a while, and
Mm-hmm.
then ultimately I branched off into African traditions. So now,
Mm.
student and practitioner in African traditions.
Oh, that is what's up. That is what's up. I can definitely hear it in your music. Now, um, what have you been singing pretty much your whole life?
Yeah,
Okay. So
I've been, oh,
describe I'm sorry, what you were saying?
I've been a musician my whole life.
Wow. Okay, dope. Um, describe electro soul.
So electro soul is a combination of funk, soul, hip hop, rock.
Hmm.
It's all bundled into one. Um, that's why my music sounds the way it sounds.
Definitely. I hear it. Everything you just described said. I do hear it in your music for real, especially that funk. You know what I mean? Got that soul glow. Yeah.
Oh, I like
that.
to be booty.
Yeah, I've seen you in action, and like you really, you know, um, you let yourself go on that stage. Like you really put on a hell of a performance, and I like that you really connect with yourself to deliver, um, the art. Is there? Let's talk about, when you create, when you sit down and you start to create. Before I get into that, let's get into young Nubia. All right, so 10 years old, 15 years old, that young girl, right? Who is that
mm,
young girl?
mm. 10-year-old Nubia is a classical pianist.
Okay. Wow. Do you still play the piano?
I can, but
Okay.
nowhere like I used to. Because you know how
Okay.
they say, don't use it, you lose it. But
Yeah. Yeah.
much a classical music lover. Um, I still know my notes on the piano,
Okay.
boards. Anytime I am looking for a keyboard player, I'm looking for certain traits that are similar to that of classical music.
Okay. Okay. Is that the only instrument you play?
No.
What else you play?
um, in middle school, I was a drummer.
Wow.
Yeah, I was a drummer.
Do you still play?
I could play every drum. No, I don't.
Oh,
I
you don't.
I dropped everything when I
Oh.
decided to focus on singing, but I've been thinking about implementing some of that into my live performances because I know people they don't believe stuff until they see it.
Mhm. Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I'll probably you know
Yeah.
pick up some maybe some quints. You know.
Yeah, yeah. So let's talk. Okay, let's talk about your first live performance. At what age was that, and how was that experience?
Oh man. Um, My first live performance. Oh gosh.
Were you young, like a teenager,
I
or?
I was super young. I don't think I was a teenager then,
Oh
but
wow. Do you
I
remember it?
used to I remember it. I used to be in pageants.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I used to be
Wow.
in my mom would put me in a pageant that was orchestrated by the church that I grew up in.
Mm.
You know, we had to do the ball gowns. We had
Like
to
like a cotillion? You ever heard of a cotillion?
Mm,
Because I used to be in a cotillion.
no, not like the cotillion, but
Okay.
still,
Like a
I don't
pageant.
want to call it pageant because it wasn't about beauty, but
Okay.
raise money, making
Okay.
cookies, Rice Krispie treats. And my talent was always to play the piano, and I would play Beethoven, I would play Mozart, I would
Wow.
play Bach as
Wow.
my talent.
Wow. 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 Okay. So now you're an adult. You're doing your thing. You're making music. You're
Mhm.
recording everything. So you were born and raised in Macon, Georgia, correct?
Yes.
Born and raised in Macon, Georgia. And you've been making. When was your first? Do you remember like your first album release or your first EP, your first song release?
Oh, my first release, it was kind of informal.
Mm-hmm.
At the time, I was working with a producer named Black.
Mm-hmm.
Um, very good friend. We put out something called Nature's Plan.
Mm-hmm.
That had to be maybe 2011,
Okay.
but I don't think it's not on anything. I think he
Okay.
just released YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but officially, my first release was I want to say 2017.
Okay.
Uh, Takeover.
Okay. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was vibing. I was ever since we connected. We reconnected last week. I went straight to your Spotify, your music and everything, and I was vibing. I was like, oh snap! Like this is what's up. This is what's up. I gotta get this queen on. All right. So when you sit down, when you about to create, right? When you in that zone, is there like a something that you do that you got to do before you start to write, before you start to create anything, or you just like when it comes to you, you just let it out? What is it? What is it that you do?
It's just one of those things that it comes to me.
Mm-hmm.
Some um I'll listen to a track as I'm going to sleep
Mm.
up with the words.
Mm-hmm.
But a lot of times it's just day to day
Mm-hmm.
inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
I might look and then I'll get the first verse and then, the second verse, I'll play around with it. And if I feel like I need help, I'll call on a friend who's also an artist. I call, my handler who's also a profound songwriter. Um, and we just go from there.
That's what's up. That is what's up. I like that. I again, I was vibing to your joint, to your music, and I was like, yo, this is definitely something unique, something different. The feeling, because I can hear everything you described, the funk, the jazz, the soul, and I was like, wow. And it's like how you're able to just like bring it all together through sound, through song. Um, did you know that this is what you wanted to do? This is what you wanted to present. Like this is the lane that you wanted to go into. Like this type of sound is what you've always known that.
No.
Mm,
I just I just knew that I wanted to sound like myself.
no doubt.
I knew that I wanted the music to sound like me,
Mm-hmm.
that you can find anywhere else. I I get emails all the time from producers who come across my stuff and they send me tracks, and it's no disrespect to them because they put a lot of work into it, but
Mm-hmm.
it's copycat. And a lot of times they'll send the track saying, "Oh, okay, I got something that sounds like this artist or that artist," and I'm like, I don't want nothing that sounds like them. I don't
Mm-hmm.
that is emulating another artist. Even if I love that artist, that's not something that I like to do. I like to hear stuff most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm sitting with a producer, I like to hear the tracks that he don't like.
That's right. Now I feel you.
I want
I feel you.
to or getting ready to trash because I don't care what producers say. Oh, I don't throw no tracks away. Every producer has a folder of tracks. They like,
That is
yeah, I'm
true.
finna trash these.
That is true.
These- I'm like, nah, let me hear
Yeah.
those
Yeah. As a
because that's
producer.
it with the song Musaholic.
Nah, I feel you on that. As a producer, I definitely that you are right. There are some beats I don't like, and there's a folder that I like. Yeah, these are it. You know what I mean? So I definitely get it. Let's go back to your. You said you're an author. Um,
Yes.
what books have you wrote?
So there are four books out.
Mm-hmm.
Three of them are part of a series called Bittersweet, which is based on real life events. So I don't like to place myself inside of one literary genre.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I just write what comes to me, but for the most part, I have been writing a lot of drama and suspense
Mm-hmm.
and psychological thrillers.
Okay.
Mhm.
Are they
I
published?
like
They're out on Amazon.
they're out on Amazon. They're also available in over 50 other ebook platforms around the world.
Oh my goodness! And what's the name of it again?
The three-book series is called Bittersweet,
Mm.
and the book, which is a standalone title, is called The Unwed Wife.
Oh wow, The Unwed Wife.
Yeah.
What to expect from that read?
Foolishness and fuckery.
Wow. Okay.
Keeping it 100, keeping it a buck is,
Mm-hmm.
I like to write what I call pearl cleaners because, you know,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
so the drama comes out through the books and the music.
No, that's dope. That is dope. And you publish your own books and your from your old publishing company. You said right?
I do.
That
I
is
have
what's
my
up.
own. I
What's
can
the name?
publish other. It's called G Nectar Publishing.
G Nectar Publishing.
Hmm.
That is dope. Speaking of names, how did you come up with your name, Nubia Soul Goddess?
So when I had my life change in 2006,
Mm-hmm.
well, quite honestly, when I was in high school, I asked my mother, could I change my name?
Mm-hmm.
And she said, yeah. And then she said, under one, rule, she said, I'll pay for it. But if you decide to change your mind, you're going to have to pay for it to be changed. And me being a teenager and not really knowing what to expect, I didn't change my name. So when I had my life change a few years later in 2006,
Mm-hmm.
take on a more Afrocentric name and using an Egyptian name book, I came across the name Nubia. So I felt like that most closely identified who I am. And then when I really started to focus on being a music artist,
Mm-hmm.
the manager I was working with at the time, her name is Tawhida. She's actually a DJ over at 89.3 FM in Atlanta.
Okay.
Um, yeah, beautiful soul.
Mm-hmm.
I love her to pieces. She had me perform at the World Natural Hair Show for
Mm-hmm.
Talia Wajid. If anybody knows, Talia Wajid has a huge hair care line. They're amazing products, and she has a natural hair show every year. I believe it's still at the World Congress Center in Atlanta.
Okay.
So my manager, Tahita, she gets me to perform there.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like 10,000 people in there.
Wow.
Huge crowd. And she, said her spiel about the radio station and what they offer, where they're located, that kind of thing. And then she was like, I want to introduce y'all to my artist. And she ran down she ran down my characteristics and attributes, and I was thinking, wow, she
Wow.
really paid attention to who I was as an individual. And she introduced me as Nubia, the soul goddess, and the crowd.
Wow.
And I was like, oh, that's my name. And
Wow.
that was like 2010, I believe.
Oh my
Yeah,
goodness. How I can only imagine 10,000 people erupted.
yeah, that was a lot. I didn't even know it was that many people in there until after the fact when they told me. I didn't even have a band then. I was using tracks. Just
Wow.
yeah,
Wow. That is amazing. That is amazing. Man,
yeah.
I was going through your Facebook and and I see you've performed at a lot of places. I'm seeing you perform and it's like you don't you do your thing. And I want to ask you this. Um,
Mhm.
are you ever nervous before you go up on
Yeah,
stage?
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
That seems like a
It's
natural thing.
it's not about it's not about messing up. It's
Mhm.
more so about tuning into the audience and making sure that what I've rehearsed for myself comes across, but at the same time, being present.
Mm.
Because my musicians that know me, they know that I'll change the set on the fly.
Mm.
They know what we're doing before we get there,
Mhm.
but never fails. No performance is ever the same. I'm always going to do something new or
Mhm.
merge together on the fly
Mhm.
throughout the set. So it's very important that I work with individuals who understand that.
Mhm.
Um, because if not, they'll miss a good time.
Yeah, yeah, no doubt. Now I'm gonna ask you, as an artist, do you feel that a sense of responsibility for the message that you're putting out in your music?
I'm on the fence about that.
Mm.
I think it really depends on the artist
Mm-hmm.
and how they view and operate in life. Your first sense of loyalty is to yourself
Right.
because art mimics life always.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
if you're being and true to yourself, it'll always resonate no matter what time frame it is, no matter what's going on in the world. It'll always resonate with those who it needs to resonate with.
Mm-hmm.
So I think you have a duty to be yourself 100%. And I understand that there are times where you may get asked to write on a particular subject matter.
Mm-hmm.
But with that, you still have to be true to yourself in doing so.
Mm-hmm. I think that being authentic and being true to yourself is the duty. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? And I think as a listener, the listener has a duty as well to be mindful of what they're ingesting. And
Hmm.
so, it's a combination. I think the listener and the audience and the artist has, they both have duties when they about to hear something, when they're about to perform something. I think it's highly important, like you said, to be authentic, to be yourself,
Right.
whatever they may be. Just be
Right.
yourself. At the end of the day, you are who you are. You are yourself. Now, the listener now has to be mindful of that. Okay, so who is this artist? All right, what are they about? Okay, so this is something that resonates with me. Cool. If it doesn't, then it's on them. But yeah, I think that the artist, because I was on the fence about that as well. But I was like, okay, so I think the artist's duty is to be authentic, as much as possible. You know what I mean? I think that there's a lot to learn from authenticity, and it's cool to have, some stuff that's entertaining, that's fiction. But at the same time, you definitely want to have some authenticity in your music, you know what I'm saying? And to be honest, what I mean, when I hear your music, that's what I hear. Because it's almost the same as far as the energy, as far as the feeling, it's the same, and it's a vibe, what I mean, and it's like, you know, like it's like oh snap, it's a whole vibe, what I mean. It's like at the end of your thing, it's like you're a whole experience. Speaking of which, when someone buys a ticket to your show, they come to see Nubia Soul Goddess, what can they expect ultimately?
Mm. To get in touch with soul.
Mm,
I
okay.
mean, I'm always going to have live instrumentation,
Mm-hmm.
whether it's an acoustic set or a full band.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always going to interact with the crowd. I'm going to crack a few jokes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm, I'm going to be sassy.
No doubt.
You know, as that's just a part of who I am, being sassy, but it's really all love, to be
Yeah.
quite honest.
Yeah.
Um, I
What do you
never
love most
intend
about performing?
the projection of myself
Mm-hmm.
and the crowd being able to connect with it.
Mm. What do you love most
It's
about Nubia?
me.
All of you, huh?
Me, yeah.
Uh huh.
Even I love every part of me.
That's what's
And
up.
I have been that way.
Yeah.
That took that took a journey.
Mm.
That
Mm.
that took that took time. That took life lessons.
Mm-hmm.
That took failures. That took heartache, pain, divorce,
Mm.
enlightenment. It's just a part of the package. You
Mm-hmm.
can't authentic and not embrace everything that's about you, the good, bad, and the indifferent.
Right. Right. So is there a least thing you don't like about Nubia?
Of course not.
Mm.
Because, I
Mm.
mean, when you know who you are,
Right.
you know what you're about, it doesn't mean that you don't have bad days.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't mean that you don't get sad
Mm-hmm.
or that it's a part of the human experience.
Mm-hmm.
But why would I not like anything about myself?
Mm. Come on now.
Nobody can be me but me.
Come on now.
That's right there. Nobody can do me better than me.
That's right. That's right.
Nobody they can try to duplicate it, imitate it,
Mm-hmm.
but it will never be another me. My
Right.
soul is unique. My imprint is unique.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody got a different fingerprint.
That's right. Your
I'm
print is
unique to
yours.
yeah, I'm unique to the planet. I'm unique to this dimension. I am unique to this universe.
Mm-hmm.
So why would I dislike anything about myself?
That is dope. Do you love love?
Absolutely.
How much do you love love? Well, let me ask you this. Well, how important do you think love is?
Love is extremely important. Love is important in every aspect of nature, but it doesn't look like most people think it should look like.
Hmm.
You know,
So what is love to you?
love, life, being present, being clear, being authentic,
Mm,
communicating, sharing, expanding, crying, being angry.
mm. People. There was a lot. I'm seeing that there are an abundance of people who are struggling with self love.
Mm,
Why do
that's
you Why do you think that is?
because they won't be honest.
Mm, I don't think they
You
heard you,
can't.
ma'am. I don't think they heard you.
You you have to be honest. You
Mm,
have to be radically honest. So honest to the point where it kind of scares you.
mm,
So honest to the point where you're not afraid to lose people.
mm-hmm.
So honest to the point where being alone is a place of safety
Come on
at
now.
times. So, self love, I'm sure, looks different to a lot of different people.
Mm-hmm.
But I just don't see a person saying they have self love and then disliking certain parts of themselves and not being authentic about it.
Mm, mm,
Because I could be happy one moment and the next moment I could be mad as hell.
mm-hmm.
That it is what it is.
Yeah, yeah. So you got some people chiming in. Come on, Queen. I see. That's exactly. Yeah, that is the truth. I think that more people need to be brutally honest with themselves, and I think it starts with you. You know what I mean?
Mm,
And people just, I don't understand how you can one hide from yourself and lie to yourself. That's beyond me. You know what I mean? I don't. It's impossible to run from yourself. It's impossible to hide from yourself. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? You got to be brutally honest with yourself and understand how love is important in your everyday. That self love is crucial. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
really,
I mean, I don't.
really,
If you really don't love yourself, what else can you love? Who else can you love? And how can you even love them effectively? You know? And I think that many people are trying to find love in other people, and
yeah, you can do. Nobody is supposed to complete you. They're supposed to compliment you.
uh, hold on. Off the air, y'all. Let's be very clear on this. Off the air, we were talking about she's supposed to start her podcast, right? And you see what she's spilling, right? So I need y'all to type in the comments. Start your podcast ASAP. All right. So so she could be very clear to get that to go ahead and start that podcast because you're spilling this,
Y'all want
Queen.
to start a podcast? Y'all gotta be a part of my team because I can't do that.
You could do it by yourself, girl. You could do it.
I I don't want to do it by myself because I already have so much that
I
I
feel you.
am.
I feel you. I feel you.
Like I'm finishing my degree. Like yeah, it's a lot.
Wow. Oh, you in school right now? Okay. What are you going? Talk about it. What you in school for? What's going on?
I am going to LA Film School, which is
Okay.
based out of Los Angeles. Um, I'm taking entertainment business management. This is my last semester.
Okay. Wow. That is what's up. That is what's up. So this right here, it'll pretty much help you kabote and help you get to where you need to get to. Pretty much.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've been interesting people. I've talked to some people at Spotify.
Mm.
The other day, I talked to one of the members of the Pussycat Dolls. I don't know
Okay,
if people,
I remember.
but yeah, I was talking to one of their fathers,
Mm-hmm.
who's also a professional in the industry. We had a very interesting, great conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I really can't complain. This school has been very enlightening, to say the very least.
Wow. Wow. Is there anything you learned that kind of blew your mind? Like, oh snap, I did not know that. Anything you like
Yeah,
to share?
a lot of things blew my mind. A lot of people don't. There's a difference between the industry, the entertainment industry, and the entertainment business.
Mm.
I think a lot of people are caught up in is the industry.
Mm.
The business is totally different. That's in my opinion,
Mm-hmm.
that's where they, because there are tons of artists who aren't Beyonce's and Busta Rhymes and Erica Badu's. They are doing very well for themselves. Um, and you hardly hear them, but they are doing very well for themselves. Learning about the different sectors of entertainment, um, it's interesting. Learning about some of the tactics and techniques, having instructors who are actively involved in their area of the entertainment industry.
Mm-hmm.
It was a great experience. I
Wow.
really can, considering I've seen a lot of school curriculums.
Mm-hmm.
That used to be my business.
Okay. Okay. So when you'll be done this year, like in a few months?
I will be done in April.
Oh, nice.
Hmm.
Nice.
I will be
Nice.
done.
So you planning to hit the ground running with that?
Listen, I've already, I've
That is
already,
what's up. That is what's up.
yeah.
How is the scene out there? How is like the that soul scene out there, or the music scene? Talk about it.
Ah! Um, there's a lot of rock.
Okay.
There's a lot of jazz. And the hip hop scene is lacking. I'm just keeping it 100%. I mean, I came from Atlanta, so what you expect?
Yeah.
The hip hop
Wow.
scene definitely lacking. Soul music is definitely lacking. Like the people I've talked to, the the verbiage is consistent. We need you. When can you, do a show? Like I've not done anything since I've been out here, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting ready to start. So it's gonna be interesting to see the response,
Mm.
um, because I know
Wow.
there are people
Yeah.
like my
Yeah.
parents had a lot of interaction lately because I've started tagging
Mm-hmm.
Utah a lot. So they're
Oh,
watching, they're waiting.
oh, so you got huge plans. Oh, this
Well,
is what it is.
you gotta dream big.
That's right. That's right.
You gotta dream to the point where it scares you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And I've been scared a few times.
Mm-hmm. That is true. I mean, you got it don't cost nothing to dream big, man. Y'all dream big and trust. Take it from me, y'all. Take it from me, y'all. My dreams are huge to the point where I have sacrificed so much, and I'm glad I wasn't fearful. You know, and I think that dreaming big is very very important.
I mean,
Um,
well, oh,
no, I mean you could be fearful. You know, definitely you could be fearful, but as long as you don't allow it
yeah,
to
just
stop you.
like,
Yeah,
yeah, just
don't
keep
let's keep going. I don't don't lead with it. Just you acknowledge it. You know what I'm saying? But
right.
don't lead with it. Don't make it like, oh my goodness, nah, no. You know it's there. It's there. It's there for a reason. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
you use that to as a rocket fuel or something. You know what I mean? But that's super dope. Was there fear when you moved out there?
Yes. I was I knew everything was going to be okay.
Mhm.
I had had a talk with my priestess about it. I knew everything was going to be okay,
Mhm.
but I didn't know what to expect. I
Mhm.
really didn't. Um,
Mhm.
Me and my daughter packed up everything and said our goodbyes to everybody who was close to
Mhm.
us,
Mhm.
and physicians came by the house to help with the packing the last little bit.
Mhm.
It was very for people who say that men don't cry, men cry.
Mm.
Men cry.
Wow.
And really, it did something to see that type of love and care
Mhm.
from people who I've been working with over the years.
Mhm.
And I cried a few times. We drove from Atlanta to Salt Lake City.
Wow. How long was that drive?
3 days.
Oh, okay. I stopped. Oh, well, of course you stopped. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. How old is your daughter?
Why you gotta tell my business?
Oh, okay. Oh, is she a baby baby or is she like teenager or no.
22.
Oh, 22. Oh, okay. I have a 22-year-old as well.
Yeah.
I totally get it. I
But
totally get it.
every time I say that, when people ask me, "Oh, how old is your baby?" and I'm like, "Oh, she's 22," and they like, "I need to see some
Yeah, yeah.
identification."
I'm the same way. I am 46 years old and nobody believes me. That's crazy. That is that is crazy. I'm like, hey, I got a 22-year-old son, man. I got this is what it is. He about to be 23, matter of fact. So your daughter is your daughter someone like you, or she's is she a singer, instrumentalist, or poet?
She's an artist.
She's an artist.
She's a graphic and design artist. She paints.
Okay.
She draws. She loves to draw more than painting.
Hmm.
Actually, I prefer ink and oil pastels, but she loves to draw, which is very magical, to be quite
Mm.
honest. If anyone
Oh, dope.
understands what it is to use a pencil,
Yeah, that's dope.
they're-
So I can only
mhm.
imagine, as a child, her scribbling all over the place and just doing these things.
Honestly, she would draw, but it really took off after we had a traumatic event that happened to us,
Oh wow.
and she was sent to a mental behavioral institute for about a week, which was
Hmm.
very and she came out of that just amazing. The
Wow.
the artwork and um she's amazing.
Wow.
I
That's dope.
really look at her and like, wow, she really got the best parts of myself and her father.
That's what's up. That is
Hmm.
what's up. That is what's up. I'm happy for that. I'm happy, and I'm happy that you're in a sweet place. I'm happy that you're new place full of great love and energy, and it seems like you're about to, really use that and really grow a major scene out there. I definitely can't wait to see a show out there with you rocking it, headlining it, doing your thing. I cannot wait. I see major things happening for you there in
I'll
Utah. What he said?
I'll I'll go anywhere.
No
I'm
doubt.
not just here. I have to go to Ohio later this year and actually host a festival. So
Mm. Is is
it
uh,
does.
is is acting something you interested in doing?
I never wanted to do acting, but my friend Teresa the Songbird, she got me into acting.
Okay.
We did a play 2019, I think,
Mm-hmm.
and produced a play called For the Birds.
Okay.
And myself and another young lady named Precious, we were the voices in the background
Mm-hmm.
with singing. and then also acting with Signal 23 TV,
Mm-hmm.
which is LGBTQ platform based
Mm-hmm.
out of Atlanta. I
Mm-hmm.
want to say it's the largest digital streaming platform for the LGBT community in the
Okay.
world.
Okay.
So from time to time, the creator of that platform, he'll reach out to me. He may have a film or some type of concert he wants to do, and he'll
Mm-hmm.
reach out and, you know,
Mm.
I say
No doubt.
yes.
No doubt.
But I'm going to dig into that some more.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
See what happens.
That's what's up. That's what's up. What is anything you're working on? Anything you got coming out?
I am releasing an album this fall.
Oh my goodness. You have a name already?
A lover and a fighter.
A lover and a fighter.
Hmm.
Okay, so we're expecting that this fall. Um, that is dope. Cannot wait. That will be streaming everywhere. I cannot wait for that. I actually want to bring you back on so we can talk about that because we need people to be very, very clear on that. All right.
And
So that is what's up.
I'm
Um, tell the
also going
people.
to.
Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
Oh, I'm also going to be releasing a new book this
Oh
fall as
yeah,
well.
yeah. What's the name of that one?
After 9 months.
After 9 months.
Hmm.
Oh, what's that about? Come on, tell me that. What's
It's
that about? It's a psychological thriller.
yeah,
Oh my goodness.
yeah. You can't stop in the middle and be like, "Ugh, this is crazy." You got to read it to the end.
Wow. What is it that you most like about psychological thriller? Like, what made you get into it?
Um, I think dealing with childhood traumas, getting
Hmm.
over childhood traumas, um, being afraid to watch horror movies. um,
Oh wow.
I see a different side of it once I became conscious,
Hmm.
a spirit. And when I started to see all of the signs and the symbolism and the things that they put into
Hmm.
film, I was like,
Hmm.
okay, I can watch this.
So you do
And
believe that there are signs and messages in movies and stuff like that?
oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Like they're everywhere. They're all in life.
Hmm.
They're the fast food restaurants that we see driving down the highway.
Hmm.
They all use colors for branding with their logos
My
and their
goodness.
and they use certain colors to
Tap into the psyche.
impact on the psyche.
That's right.
It's called color psychology.
Hmm. Oh, you tapped in.
So they
Oh, you tapped. Okay. Okay. Oh,
so
see, I'm not dealing with an average.
red
I'm not dealing with an average. Okay. Continue.
they use red, yellow, and black a lot of times. Look at McDonald's, look at Wendy's, look at Burger King,
Hmm.
look at Checkers, look at Taco Bell. They all use those same colors because those colors do different things on the mind.
Hmm.
It's all to attract you to come in and buy, come in and purchase. The same thing in the medical industry.
Hmm.
They use blues, they use a lot of greens, like light blues and light greens and white to make you trust.
Yeah. You know, um, I made a post last week about finding the others. And there are people out here that are they know who they are, and they're kind of unique individuals. These people are sent, down by the universe, and have a different understanding of the universe and universal law and stuff like that. Spirituality, and it can get lonely, for people like that. And I was,
Yeah.
just find the others, find the others. We out here. There's people out
Yeah.
here that is not of the world. And when I say of the world, I mean, not the mindset of the world. I mean, there's people have different, a deeper understanding of things. You know what I mean? Like a
Right.
real deep, different, deeper understanding than surface. You know, the knowledge is not surface like the world. You know, it's
Right.
deeper than that. And I think that when you find people like that and you call them crazy or they don't know what they're talking about, they know what they're talking about. They tapped in. It's just that you just
Yeah.
surface. Your mindset
Yeah.
is surface. And when you come
Yeah.
across people like that, listen. You know what I mean? Like really listen. Really
Yeah.
listen. I be telling people, but you know, I don't argue with people. People want to do what they want to do, think what they want to think. I don't tell nobody what to do. And you know, I'm sure you the same way. You know what I mean? You have your knowledge and it was given to you for a specific reason because you the one that
Right.
can handle that type of knowledge. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so, you know, I like to thank you for having the knowledge, for sharing your art, sharing your wisdom with us. And I
Thank
cannot
you.
wait to see great, great things from this point moving forward from you. You know what
Mm.
I mean? I definitely cannot wait to see you on that stage. Hope to collaborate with you one day. You know, who knows? You know what I'm saying? That'd be so super dope. Um, tell the people, first of all, tell the people some words of encouragement. You know, there's people dealing with some things out here. You know, people dealing with some
Mm.
things out here. Any words of encouragement, any words that can lead them to a healing journey, a healthy healing journey.
Acknowledge your ancestors.
Mm,
That is the beginning of everything that you seek. Acknowledge your ancestors.
mm,
And if you looks like, find somebody like me.
mm-hmm,
Your ancestors are the key to your salvation.
mm.
Um, and honor nature.
Then one way you could connect with the ancestors.
One way you can connect with your ancestors is by having an altar for them.
Come on.
To be extravagant,
Mm-hmm,
you know, to start it, just get you a nice little table,
mm-hmm,
a white cloth, a white candle. You have their pictures, put their pictures up. If you don't have their pictures, you can write their name on a
mm-hmm,
piece of paper and all of those that you don't know, and a glass of water. Just start there.
mm-hmm,
Promise you, you spend time with them. If you can't do it every day, at least once a week. Sit, talk to them, ask them questions, ask them to reveal things to you. It works. I'm
How?
a firm believer in magic,
Mm,
in myth, in esoteric, exoteric.
mm-hmm,
I There's nothing a church could do for me.
no doubt. No doubt. Meditation is that
Nothing.
important?
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Meditation is not hard.
Mm-hmm.
We over process because of life,
Mm-hmm.
but it's really not hard. You just have to start, and it doesn't have to be for hours and hours. If you could just give yourself 5 minutes
Mm-hmm.
of uninterrupted time to just focus on your breathing,
Mm-hmm.
a candle, just
Mm-hmm.
just take the time to meditate. And I'm talking to myself at the same time
Mm-hmm.
because, sometimes we get busy, sometimes we get lazy, we fall off a little bit, and you got to get back on track. So, meditation is everything.
That is what's up. That is what's up. Absolutely. Absolutely. Meditate. You know, get in touch with your ancestors. And you should be doing that like regularly, every day, couple of times a day.
I mean, if you could do it every day,
Mm-hmm.
cool. Not at least once a week.
Okay. Let the people know where they can find everything. Music, books, you, everything.
So, if you just Google Nubia Soul Goddess, you'll be able to find every social media platform that I am on. I'm on
Mm-hmm.
everything: TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Threads. Um, you can also find all the streaming platforms I'm on: Spotify, iTunes,
Hmm.
Tidal, YouTube. Um, I believe I'm on Pandora now.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
what else? As far as the books, I write under a pen name, L. Christina.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
I didn't know that.
yeah. So L. Christina, you can find the books on Amazon, um, and order them through Barnes and Noble. They won't be on the shelf, but you can go to a Barnes and Noble and order from the database, and they
Oh,
will
okay.
order it up at the store or have it shipped to your house.
Oh, dope.
Um, ebooks, there's over 50 ebook platforms around the world.
Hmm.
Prefer ebooks, doesn't
Yeah.
matter what country, you can get it.
Hmm.
We released the first chapter of the audiobook last year, I believe.
Hmm.
No,
Okay.
before last. And Mr. Outley is actually my narrator for it. So
Say word. I had him on last week. That is what's up.
yeah,
Oh
so
man.
I am looking to finish the audiobook for that. It's only on YouTube.
Oh,
There's a
okay.
reason for that. There's
Oh, okay. Well, can you share the reason?
a Amazon. I don't really like to trash
Okay.
people's.
Okay.
Amazon does not pay enough to authors,
Mm.
and
Mm.
Audible is Amazon product.
Okay.
So what I focus on, especially as a publisher, for
Hmm.
those who publish an audiobook with me, I decided to focus on YouTube.
Okay.
YouTube is a larger platform.
Hmm.
YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world. People don't realize it is a search engine,
I look up everything on YouTube. Everything.
right? And you have more ways to monetize and
Hmm.
build a subscriber base.
Hmm.
And it allows for you to be able to split the royalties a lot better equally.
Wow. Wow.
Mm.
Game. Game. That is what's up. That is what's up. Listen.
And
Where else is that? Where else can he reach you at? You on You said the social media. You said
uh
Instagram, YouTube. Please,
and
where
if
can they find you on YouTube?
YouTube, Nubia Soul Goddess has a channel. El Christina has a channel.
Okay. Is
Uh,
that the letter L?
ELLE.
Okay. ELLE. Oh, okay.
Play on words and names. So one day I'll tell that story, but not
Okay.
today. And
Okay.
if you are looking for publishing,
Hmm.
if you have a and you need someone to edit and proof your documents, to create evergreen content,
Hmm.
or to help you create a marketing strategy,
Hmm.
I do that as the creative director at my publishing company, G Nectar Publishing.
That is dope. Are you looking to collaborate with people?
Sure.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Can they send you music? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I'm
Okay.
if are they sending music for me to give my opinion on, or are they sending tracks to potentially do a project? Because there's
Uh,
a difference.
okay. Okay. Okay.
Oh, I don't have
You have a
a
particular
lot of
style. You have a particular style. You know what
yeah.
you like. You know what I mean? And you go seek it. And if you like it, you reach out. You know what I mean? Listen. You ain't got to tell me. I have a particular sound as well. So,
I know a lot of people are sensitive about their
yep.
music, and they just feel like, oh, this is going to be perfect. I know you're going to like this. And then I'm like, I can't,
Mm.
I, it's a soul thing.
Hmm.
If it doesn't hit clean, my sacral and my heart chakra, I
Yeah,
can't, I
yeah.
can't,
I
yeah.
feel you. I feel you. I feel you. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Nubia Soul Goddess, please, please go ahead and follow this queen everywhere. Patron, get her
Thank,
books. As soon as you get off this live, go on Spotify, go on to YouTube, and just study her, listen, vibe. Um, this is joint one of my favorite joints. Learn to love off that changing faces seat. The vibe on
uh,
that joint there, crazy. Soul Love Rehab.
oh, did you see the video for that?
No, I'm gonna go ahead and see this video when I'm done. I didn't even know it was a video. See what I'm talking about? I didn't even know. Now I'm gonna go ahead
Oh,
and check it out.
you're gonna be pleasantly surprised.
I didn't even. I was just rocking the Spotify. I didn't even know. Oh my goodness! Thank you for telling me. Say less.
Yeah.
Say less. See,
Mhm.
now we're gonna talk about that. But listen, thank you so much for being on Be Clear Alert podcast. I really appreciate you, and you always got my support. I'm glad. I'm glad we were able to reconnect, and just know that anything I could do, you let me know. Anything you want me to break, you let me know. I'm here for you. I'm here to support you for real. For real.
I appreciate that. Thank you so much for having me.
No doubt, no doubt. All right, y'all, man. I appreciate y'all for being on. That was Nubia Soul Goddess. Thank you so, so much. I appreciate you being on. Listen, y'all get ahead to support that queen. She's doing major things. And we're gonna get it. We're gonna definitely gonna have her back on. Listen, y'all make sure y'all follow Be Clear Alert Podcast everywhere. That's Be Clear Alert Podcast. It is on Spotify as well, Apple Music, iHeart, and that's it. Yes, and YouTube. So make sure you tell a friend to tell a friend. Follow. Please get my subscribers up. We're trying to get everybody to subscribe to the YouTube. Make sure you subscribe. And I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all so much for vibing out with me tonight. Uh, the next show is gonna be super dope, y'all. You're gonna see it. But make sure you follow me on IG at Be Clear Alert Podcast. And I'll see you at the next one. All right. You have a good night. Peace.